Not gonna lie to you, dating an Aquarian man can be challenging. You're gonna have to be super secure with yourself, incredibly patient, and have minimal emotional expectations at the beginning. Hello, Moodlings. I'm Dr. Nicole Hunan, the CEO and co-founder of MoodMe, a new app that allows you to share over 400 plus moods and emotions with the people that you care so deeply about, especially anybody that you're dating or in a relationship with. Relationships are super hard, and there's no doubt about that. But MoodMe can help you communicate how you're feeling and what you desire, therefore allowing you to avoid those pesky arguments and focus more on loving each other and cuddling. So, you have come to this video because you have an Aquarius man that you're in a relationship with, currently seducing, or simply you just want to learn more about. Aquarius men can be super confusing. So if you're looking for a deeper understanding of them, you are in the right place. We will be going over 7 sexy seduction tips on how to charm your Aquarian man. Again, not gonna lie to you, dating an Aquarian man can be challenging. You're gonna have to be super secure with yourself, incredibly patient, and have minimal emotional expectations at the beginning. Aquarians are known for their cool and detached demeanor. Dating an Aquarius man can be like hopping on a roller coaster. They're known for leaving prospective lovers in the dark, not talking to them for like 6 weeks or something, and then just like randomly popping up. These tips can be applied to men who have Aquarius in their sun, moon, Venus, and rising. Would love to hear about some of your experiences with Aquarian men, or if you are an Aquarius, please feel free to comment in this section below and tell me if these tips register with you. And if you like our videos, please send us some love and like, share, and subscribe. Tip number 1, create a friendship first. Aquarians are not the type of sign to jump headfirst into dating or fall in love quickly. The most strategic way to get into Aquarian man's heart is to approach this man with a friendship first. They want to get to know you casually with no strings attached and absolutely no pressure. That being said, it would be easier to meet an Aquarius where you could be friends first. Online dating is going to be a little bit challenging because it already gives the preface that you may be interested in them romantically, which could scare off the avoidant Aquarius. If you do meet them online, you can lead with getting to know them first as a friend, or possibly friends with benefits. If you feel like you can separate sex and emotion, this would be good for you. It's going to take some time for the Aquarian man to get comfortable with you. They want to know if you're fun to be around or if you're overbearing emotionally and drag them down. Once you two are friends, then you can start making moves super slowly. They're more likely to pursue you as a friend rather than aggressively going after you as a romantic partner. So remember, Aquarius men don't date strangers. They will date you after you've proven yourself as a good friend. They will have sex with strangers though, but that doesn't mean that you're any closer to an Aquarian heart. Tip number 2, fascinate them with your intellect. Aquarian men are sapiosexual, which means they're attracted to your mind and your intellect. Their erogenous zone is the brain, so stimulate their mind with deep conversations and lots of them. Late night long talks, they love it. They want to be with someone they can talk to for hours and it seems like minutes have just slipped by. They get bored of those that cannot match their knowledge or hold an interesting conversation. They are highly opinionated, but also super open to new perspectives and ideas. Playful banter is also a turn on for them. Talk about politics, current events, spirituality, taboo topics. They are an open book and great diplomatic arguers. They will respect what you have to say as long as you have sound reasoning behind it. Remember, an Aquarian man has to like you better than their own solitude. So bring some food for thought, and better yet, bring some food too. Tip number 3, Aquarians love creativity. Aquarians love anything dealing with music, art, dance, movies, books, fashion. If you can enjoy being creative with your Aquarian, they are more likely to keep you around. Scope out what kind of creative outlets that they like to do and endorse it by learning more about it and showing interest. For example, if your Aquarian man is into guitar, ask them how to teach you. Wait a minute, did I say ask them how to teach you? I meant ask them about how you can learn how to play. They love to teach and they make good instructors. The more you learn how to play the guitar with your man, the more you get time with the Aquarius man. Plus, learning to play instruments is so much fun. You can also take them on dates that spark their creative minds, such as museum, plays, concerts, bookstores. Aquarian men are trendsetters. They like to be fashionable and cool. You can wow your Aquarius man by showing your unique style about how you dress and express yourself to the world, but do not copy their style because they're not going to like that. They want something original. Play on your uniqueness. Show him how you are different than all the other women. And if you think there's nothing special about you, then you need to discover yourself first. Tip number 4, respect an Aquarian's need for independency and freedom. Aquarian men have a desperate need for freedom. Aquarians work best in a creative environment where they do not have to answer to anybody else. They disdain control and will rebel if you put pressure on them to conform. Their dream is to find somebody who can accept them for who they are and not try to change them. So if you don't like what you see, then keep it moving, because it's unlikely that they're going to change the lifestyle for you. And why would they want to if it makes them happy? Aquarian men don't like clingy. They like the opposite of that. If they feel that you're emotionally overbearing, they're going to run. Their ideal partner would be somebody who appreciates their independency and grants them the freedom to be their wild self. Aquarian men are horses, roaming and wild and being super free. And they're looking for a partner to run beside them, just as free as they are. Tip number 5, be uncertain and unpredictable. Aquarius men like uncertainty and unpredictability. They like to chase and be kept on their toes. They don't like routine and don't follow the normal dating standards, meaning they may not call you or text you directly after the date. But don't take this personally if they disappear and reappear at random times. Be spontaneous and mix it up a little bit. It's okay to reach out to your Aquarian and ask them to hang out. But when getting to know them, space out your dates and do creative things at random times. This will keep them wondering about you and engaged. Although you may feel like explaining your emotions verbally and giving them affirmation, this does not play into the mystery of the relationship. So write it down in the journal and keep it to yourself. And instead, give them a big hug. Aquarians love hugs and they love physical touch. Tip number 6, allow the relationship to define itself. The worst thing you can do is pressure an Aquarian man to commit to you or commit to a title. If they feel pressured to commit to you, they're going to do the exact opposite. Do not be the first person to ask for a title. Match their enthusiasm or be a little bit underneath it. Aquarians are attached and aloof. They don't show their emotions right away. If you're too needy, if you try to chase them too hard, they won't like it. They like to chase you, so keep them on their toes. Tip number 7, let your independence shine. Aquarian men will appreciate your ability to be independent. They like when you have your own friends, social circles, hobbies, job, house, because this takes less pressure off of them to give you these things when really they just want to focus on their own freedom. The only way to get him over his fear of commitment is to show him that you don't need him, but you would like to have him in your life because he is an accessory to you and not somebody that you must depend on to provide you with basic needs. Knowing that you won't be taking over his carefree life will comfort him. Also, Aquarians aren't super traditional. They believe in equality. So make sure to offer to pay for your meal when you go out to dinner or go to dates. And even if they don't accept, the gesture will comfort your Aquarian man and take some of the pressure off of him. I'm very convinced that there are specific people that really would fit the mold of being an Aquarian lover. So I think that would mostly be like people who are, again, super secure with themselves, super independent, want an accessory as a relationship, not something that they really need to depend on to get their fuel, to get their energy from, but somebody like a friend who is also a lover. People who wouldn't be good for Aquarian men are those who really need that verbal affirmation, kind of who like codependency, who want that like leaning type of relationship, who haven't found their identity yet. That would not be super good for an Aquarian man. I also don't think it would be good to try to conform yourself into what an Aquarian man would actually want. I would think that a lot of these traits actually come super naturally. Either you are independent, either you do like arts and creativity, either you have found your unique identity and you're okay with being free and having a partner be free, or maybe you need more security and that could be found with probably a different sign. All right. We went over 7 sexy seduction techniques to charm your Aquarian man. If you know an Aquarian man, are one, dating one, or you have Aquarius in your chart, please leave some comments below and let me know what you think. Stay tuned and subscribe because we're going to be covering how to seduce every sign from men to women. And see you later, moodlings.